Hey everyone, and welcome to a new video on this channel. I know there haven't been any uploads recently, a lot of work to do, but today we're going to get ourselves new additions for the collection, namely Scolopendra, and I'm very excited, and we have to drive quite a bit, so I'll take you on the journey, and I hope everything goes well. I hope the animals are well, and also we don't have any issues with the customs, because you actually have to import them because we're not part of the EU. But that's basically it, and yeah. So as I mentioned, here is the package, and let's see how well they are. So actually this is how I received it. I just opened it, and the packaging actually is not that great. You can see there's just sphagnum moss in there, and the Scolopendra is actually just sitting inside of it. Oh shit, they're huge! Oh my... Whoa! You see this? This is the male, so presumably smaller. Probably they're not that happy, so we'll just put them on the side just for now, and inspect them one by one. So this is the female specimen, and I hope they are good, because you can see it's not an ideal packaging. If you send animals, there should never be any room left. So the animal, that's actually not looking good. Is that... That's actually... You see this white here? I really hope they didn't break, because you can see right now there's just too much space, and they have quite a weight, and therefore they will fly around when they are in the packaging postal service. And this is actually smaller than the male, so I'm not sure why this is the case if you compare them. This is huge compared to the female, so either way this one is not correctly labeled, or the male specimen is a lot bigger than the female specimen, and therefore I cannot breed them. So yeah, there will be some messages going on regarding the package, and of course why they are in this size. And this is a different species. This is the Scolopendra galapagoensis, a single female, also extremely big, but yeah, I'm not really happy with the packaging. I've never actually received a package that bad, because there shouldn't be any space. But anyway, let's not keep them any longer in this, and put this away, and I'll show you the enclosures I made for them. So these are actually the enclosures I made for them. They are around 60 by 40 centimeters. They have quite a lot of substrate, around 10 to 12 centimeters at the moment, and it's a substrate I made by myself. There is some sphagnum moss on top, there is some leaf litter in there, and the substrate itself actually contains coal, it contains chips, bark chips, and a little bit of sand, so the moisture will remain in this substrate. Then there are live plants. It's just a temporary enclosure until they get like their final enclosure with a glass terrarium. And this one is the other one, a little bromeliad here, and some cork tubes where they can hide underneath, and some leaf litter with sphagnum moss, and the very same substrate again. Anyway, that's the basic setup, and that's where the two biggest specimens will get their housing in. So I'll film this whole video this way. It's more like an exotic layer style, but it's just very convenient and I don't feel like showing my face all the time. So this is the bigger male specimen. You can see it's absolutely massive and it has these wide legs. This is a species from Peru, and yeah, we will just put her inside this tank here and actually just open it. So that's the easiest thing to do. Just remove all these sticky parts and we can just put the box inside this other box and then actually open this very space, because they're lightning fast, and that way we can just open the box and let them go out by their own speed, and that's probably the best thing to do. So just open it and whoop. Very curious animals. And that's basically my first Scolopendra in collection, and they are huge. They're really, really huge. They're not only just long, but massive. And I probably have to put the lid on top of it in case he's going to speed. But for now, he's very curious. And yep, that's basically it. So he's massive, and that's it for now. We can just close the lid and have him explore the tank a little bit. So let's head over to the other species, the female Scolopendra galapagos. Here you'll do the very same. We'll just put the box inside of the enclosure and then gently open the lid and basically let the species or specimen do its own thing. And it's always important to be very, very gentle. I'll do the very same also with tarantulas. So the more calm you are, the more calm is the spider or specimen you're handling. So we'll just try to open this lid very gently and check the reaction of the specimen. I have the lid of the enclosure just at my side, so I can close it in case she's a bit too interested. But you can see there is actually a hitchhiker on the specimen. It looks like a parasite. We'll just get it with the macro camera later on. But yep, that's a bit nervous behavior here. Let's see. They can be lightning fast, but for now very calm. Just checking the enclosure. Here you can see the hitchhiker. Yeah, just looking for a hide where it's dark. So we can remove the box. Very nervous. Yeah, and we'll just close the lid for now and let them rest. That's probably the best thing after a long journey. So we just switched to the other camera to get some decent shots of them. This is again the Scolopendra galapagos. I'm just purely amazed how big they are. He's pretty chill and just waiting inside. And here actually we just managed to have a snack for him. Is a piece of apple. And I know most of you would like say, hey, well, why are you feeding them fruits? But I think after such a long trip, they need some moisture back to hydrate again, rehydrate. And they're omnivorous, meaning that they basically feed on everything they find. And oh, she's curious again. So let's see. The lid is always at my hand, so we can close it if needed. They're just super hard to take pictures of, and oh, they're very fast. So amazing. Look at the colored legs. They're just outstanding. But she's coming a bit too close, so I might have to close the lid again. She senses the vibration. Just let's see. But my camera is not focusing. But she took a bite. But she's probably, yeah, she's grabbing it with her legs. So let's see if she's hungry or she needs some hydration. If not, we'll just leave her alone for the moment, and so that she will be able to settle in her new enclosure, even though it's just temporary. The new one is ordered already. It's a glass tank where she has much more hiding spots, and yeah, she's she's enjoying the leaf litter. So partially hidden, probably searching for something where they can dig in. Beautiful specimen, just amazingly colored, very dark, and the legs are not uniform. They have different coloration on each segment, so that's quite nice. So she has some external parasites, but in that amount it's just normal. Every invertebrate has some sort of external parasite at some point in its life. And here you can see they're actually quite hard to spot sometimes when she's digging underneath and the antenna. But so she knows where the piece of apple is, because she actually already took a bite. And that's it for now. I think we'll just leave her, and in the future we'll probably get some more updates if you're enjoying this. So let me know, and we will of course show any updates of this very specimen. And she also needs a name, so if you have a suggestion, please let it know in the comments. So that's for it, and we will switch to the other specimen. The Scolopendra gigantea is at the moment hidden, so she's not roaming around as this specimen. So let's see. So actually this Scolopendra gigantea just put herself underneath this log, so we will not. So let's see what happens when we move this a little, just very gently. You can see the specimen is inside, resting. So here the specimen, it's huge, and these wide legs are just amazing. So she's resting underneath here, and ideally we'll just let her settle in. Very calm, gentle giant, and these wide legs are just amazing. So let her rest, and maybe she'll take a bite from the apple later. If not, that's totally fine, and we'll check the rest for a feeding video in the future. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. We have these amazing Scolopendras in their new temporary enclosure. The new one with glass is coming very soon. So if you enjoyed this very video, make sure you thumbs it up, would be great. And also leave a comment if you have a suggestion for the name, or also maybe you have some feeding suggestions or other tips and tricks on how to care for Scolopendra. Would be amazing. Thanks for that, and yeah, see you next time.